hey, I'm just working late in the office, aka watching videos in the office because I don't want to go outside because there's a polar bomb-ass vortex out there, when I saw a video attacking Fort Collins, Colorado for wanting to start their own broadband utility. The video obviously is funded by big telecom companies, but I just wanted to go through it with you just to see all the lies that they tell in an insane way in this video. Let's check it out.
I love Fort Collins, and things are really moving.
Okay, first thing right out of the gates is a lie. You don't love Fort Collins, dude in the faux hawk who's probably never been to Fort Collins. You wanna know how I know? Because you're in an ad that's trying to stop people in Fort Collins from getting fast internet.
And things are really moving.
But that usually means traffic isn't.
Okay, right here, that's not traffic, okay? That's a functioning intersection with maybe 30 cars waiting for their turn to get a green light. That's not traffic. And also, if we're getting nitpicky, that drone shot kind of sucked.
Instead of focusing on this, the city wants to get into the internet business.
Holy shit. A city can do more than one thing at one time. You would know you're being a bad mother and a bad driver both at the same time. Your city can deal with trying to get its citizens internet without having to pay Comcast, AT&T, and Time Warner, and also worry about this traffic. You're sitting at a red light.
Measure 2B would spend $150 million on a broadband network with no plan for how to do it.
Yeah, you got us. It'll cost $150 million to build the infrastructure for broadband internet. And then people will pay that money back because they're using the internet. Because they don't have to use Time Warner or AT&T or Comcast anymore. So that money flows right back into the city and then keeps flowing into the city because now the city makes the internet.
With no plan for how to do it.
What do you mean there's no plan in place? Where did you get that $150 million figure? Okay, there's obviously a little bit of a plan, and that little plan becomes a big plan once you get giant monopolist companies out of the picture for 1 second.
And if it loses money, our electricity bills could go up.
Oh my God, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? If it loses money, our bills could go up? If I drink a gallon of poison, I could live forever. If I eat 1,000 pounds of flank steak, I could get superpowers. If could is not an argument. If and could is not a fact. This is desperate. This is bad, guys. This is bad.
Instead, we should invest in public safety.
Says the 5th person in this video who's not watching the road while he's driving a car.
Affordable housing!
Okay, now there's a legitimate argument. Affordable housing. How do we build affordable? You, okay? Borrowing $150 million in bonds that will quickly be repaid once your citizens are starting to use the internet as a public utility is not the one roadblock that's stopping you from building a bunch of affordable housing.
And roads and bridges!
Oh, you mean like those roads and bridges? Those pristine roads and bridges that you're using as a point that you need roads and bridges? What are you talking about? Also, there's no traffic on those roads or bridges. I mean, there's traffic on the on-ramp, but it's an on-ramp.
Vote no on 2B.
Watch the road. All right, I know you're zipping along at 45 on a road with no other cars on it in the middle of this highly trafficked Fort Collins, Colorado Speedway, but I wouldn't want you to get into a collision.
Because the internet won't speed this up.
Except for, yes, it will, because the more people with high-speed internet, the more people who can work from home, shop from home, although you might technically have me here because that's a red light. And the internet doesn't speed up red lights. Also, paid for by Priorities First Fort Collins. Okay, let me just do a quick little. Priorities First Fort Collins reported hundreds of thousands of dollars from Colorado Cable Telecommunications Association. Well, I mean, that could, Comcast is a member of the Colorado Cable Telecommunications Association.